What's up, everyone, to a brand new episode of Over the Top Talk. I'm Owen, the host, and we're finally back after our little break we took. I just want to start this by saying, welcome back, Mr. Anthony. How we
Yo,
doing?
we're great, bro. We graduated high school. We're out.
Yep. We took a month off, but it's time to get back into things.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna put it in your court, bro. We got a lot to talk about. What do you want to start with?
I mean, I guess it's fitting to start with Money in the Bank, right? Because it's right around the corner.
It is fitting, and you bring that up. So I'm gonna bring up first match that comes to mind. We got Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship with some huge altercations on the line. For Seth, if he loses, he'll
Yep.
never ask for a title shot under Priest, and if Priest loses, he's got to leave the Judgment Day. So where's your mind at with how that match is gonna um, what do you think's gonna happen?
I mean, personally, I don't think Priest is gonna lose that match. I really don't. I think he's gonna stay with the Judgment Day, and I think he's gonna retain the title. But if if he does lose to Seth, then I think that could set up Priest versus Balor at SummerSlam. So like it can go either way, but I think I'm leaning more towards the Priest retaining.
And I do agree with that. I do think I just don't see Priest losing, especially with some of the bigger matches. That can happen. Obviously, we got uh, Gunther, sitting in the back seat waiting.
Yeah,
But I do think we're gonna see, an implosion of the Judgment Day, anyways, with the whole Liv Morgan stuff. I think Finn Balor and Liv Morgan are working together. So I do think we're gonna see a split very soon, no matter if Priest loses or not. So I think that split's like very close. Maybe
yeah,
even SummerSlam, we see Priest versus Finn, whether it's for a title or not.
yeah. I agree.
And with that, how many people? I think there's only one more spot for the men and women's matches.
Yeah, there are.
Um, men's. I mean, we could go through the men's, people in it right now. I do think Drew's gonna take that last spot though tomorrow night.
But isn't it? It's Drew, Ilya,
I think
and
it's Drew, Ilya, someone else in that match too.
I
Bro,
forget who
that
the
match
third
gonna
person
come
is.
so happy on there tomorrow, bro.
Oh yeah,
That match gonna fucking cook.
that's gonna be incredible.
I forget the third person, but I think Drew's gonna win either way. Honestly, if you were asking me, I don't think he should win. Or I think CM Punk might cost him tomorrow. Actually,
It's Sheamus.
if
Sheamus is the third
um,
person.
I would like to see, is it okay? That match is actually really good. Then I didn't even know Sheamus was in
Yeah,
that match, but I think CM Punk's gonna screw Drew tomorrow.
yeah, he is
So I
definitely.
I would want Drew in the match. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, CM Punk
Think
is
if you
definitely gonna
want
win.
to make that Money in the Bank match better, you add Dragunov. Just
Yeah,
because, honestly, I think this year's Money in the Bank people is a little bit, I don't know where, like all the people are like really good, but I feel like it's just like a weirder group of people so far. You got who do we got? Got Jay, LA Knight got in the other night.
Andrade.
Why do I not remember any? Mello. Why do I not remember anyone in that match? Holy shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Andrade. I I would, if I'm throwing out a prediction right now, my heart tells me Jay, but also not because the bloodline stuff's starting to cook up a little bit. I don't think
mhm.
Jay's going to win, unfortunately. But
I
right
need
now, I don't even know who's going to win. It's like an up in the air.
I need to see Yeet in the Bank. I need
That
that.
would be like amazing. I just
Yeah.
don't. We've seen this so many times where he's just hyped up and then it just goes so south. So plus the new Bloodline story, which we'll talk about later on, but with that whole
Mhm.
storyline going on, I just don't see um, Jay unfortunately winning just because I feel like he'll be a part of that storyline soon enough. So,
Mhm.
but honestly, I don't. I think whoever wins tomorrow, honestly, is my pick to win the whole Money in the Bank thing. But just out of the people in there, but
Yeah. I think it's LA Knight's time. If it's not Jey Uso, I think LA Knight might
yeah,
win.
oh yeah, LA Knight got screwed last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking hope fucking LA Knight
Yeah.
would win it. I was actually pissed when he lost last year to Priest. I was like, what's going on here? But then Priest ended up, building himself up. So
Hmm.
hopefully we'll see that with uh, LA Knight.
Hopefully. I need
I
him to
don't think they're
win.
gonna give it to any of the like newer guys. Now I'm thinking about like if Dragunov or Mello. I just don't see. I'd
Yeah.
see either Jay or LA Knight, but honestly, LA Knight's probably the more deserving pick. Honestly, I'd say Jay too, but that's because I'm biased. But
Yeah. I agree.
no, I know that match in a Cook guarantee. There's a lot of fucking talent in there. A lot of high flyers, just everything. So,
Yep.
and with that, I guess we can move on to the woman. Um, if I'm being honest, I honestly don't even know who's in that match. If I'm being completely honest, I've not paid attention at all.
I think the winner of that match. If I'm being honest, wait, was it
Is Nia
Naomi?
Jackson that? Yeah,
No.
Naomi's in it.
Is
Oh
Tiffany
wait, it's
Stratton?
Tiffany Stratton. Yeah,
I think she's gonna
she
win it.
qualified the other night.
I think
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about that, yeah,
it's either gonna be Tiffany Stratton or Chelsea Green.
it's gotta be Tiffany. I just have a feeling, unless they want to, is there still one more? Is Nia Jackson? I don't even know, but if she's in it, I still don't
No,
think she's gonna win, honestly. But
bro, Nia Jackson can climb a ladder, bro.
yeah, fucking pegs would break. But
Sorry, that was a
uh,
joke. But I think she's already like a main eventer, so I don't think she's gonna win it.
yeah,
I really don't.
I'd say Tiffany Stratton. Didn't was Naomi the other qualifier the other night?
There's one more qualifier that's happening when you go tomorrow. There's
Tomorrow, yeah.
yeah, we have Dakota Kai versus Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile.
Oh, good God.
Yeah,
Honestly, I'd say Zoe Stark should probably win that.
yeah, maybe.
But Money in the Bank. I feel like Tiffany Stratton's just the money maker there, so I feel like she'll end up taking that.
Yeah, I agree.
But um, and obviously, fucking, we got the two champs, Liv Morgan and Bailey. I
Mhm.
think it would be interesting though if Naomi won and then cash on Bailey. I think that'd be very interesting.
That actually would be very interesting. I can't lie.
They were talking about the other night on that SmackDown show. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that SmackDown show cooked, by the way.
Hmm.
But I get it, every show in Madison Square Garden cooks no matter what, so
Yeah.
guess it's not that bad. And I guess with that, we can move on to some um, SmackDown stuff. I guess maybe we can talk about the Cody Rhodes. That's another match. I honestly forgot the fucking 3-on-3,
That match
which
is
is
great.
now technically 4-on-3. But
I have a lot of expectations for that match. A lot.
I expect at least. I think that's when we will see Jimmy Uso come back. Honestly,
I hope so. It's
I
about
thought he was
time.
gonna come back the other night, but it was not gonna happen. Or him or
Yeah.
Jay, honestly.
I don't think it's gonna be Jay because Jay is in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he's already in a match. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Jimmy.
Well,
I hope it's Jimmy.
I hope it's because I know it's gonna start 3-on-3, but then fucking it's gonna turn into fucking 4-on-3 and whatever. So we will
Yeah.
see a return. I don't think it's gonna be like Roman. Obviously, I think Roman's gonna wait till SummerSlam. But
I think Roman's gonna come back with Paul Heyman
yeah, Paul Heyman.
because Paul Heyman's
By the
out.
way, that spot was insane though.
Yeah, I feel
Fucking
bad for
putting him through
Paul.
the
That
table.
looked
I was
that
like,
looked really
damn.
bad.
I
Like,
was like, God damn. I don't think he's ever taken a bump like that.
poor Paul.
I was like, what is this wannabe Shield powerbomb? I was like,
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. And
I
then
fucking saw that. I'm like, how'd they even pick him up?
okay, well, what other matches do we have that are happening?
During that,
That pay-per-view.
it's so weird because Cody, like, that Cody Rhodes title reign's been so weird. Because usually I feel
I
like Money in the
know.
Bank, they would be like a solos, but he's in like a random triple threat, or not triple
Yeah.
threat, tag team match.
Hmm.
But Liv's not defending either, right? Bailey, I don't think is.
Wait, she is. Liv is
Is
defending.
she?
Yeah. Who is she versing?
Who is that? I know she's facing Zelina tomorrow.
Oh my god. I have to look this up. It's horrible.
I know, I'm
Um,
trying to think. It came up on the screen the other day. I'm just drawing a blank.
let's see. Here's the full card. So we have.
Probably should add that.
Oh, let's do this one first, real quick. We have Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the IC
Oh
title.
yeah, I did forget about that. And I have a. If Sammy wins, I don't. That'd be the most embarrassing win ever.
Yeah,
Or I
I
should say,
don't
most embarrassing loss ever.
I don't think there's a 0%. I think Braun Breaker's gonna win that easily.
I was thinking earlier about this, and I was like connecting it to the Bloodline story, and I was like, it would make sense for Sammy to lose, and then like start getting involved in the Bloodline stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but then I'm like, Zilla's probably coming soon. I, I think he'll be on Roman's side. I saw you made a post the other day. I think you sent me it. So I think we will see Zilla very soon. But I would like to see Sammy, like, if they had like I'd love to see like Jay and Sammy, go help booking the bloodline, but
Yeah. I think this is gonna escalate all the way up until War Games in November. And
yeah, probably.
we're gonna get that bloodline with The Rock versus Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Jimmy J Uso, maybe Cody, or maybe Zilla Fatu if he makes his debut.
You know what was weird is The Rock was like in this, like he was not very far from that arena at all. I thought he was gonna come back the other night, but
Yeah, me too.
that SmackDown was so crazy from the start to finish. So that was just.
Yeah,
We
that's
had
why
Kevin Owens immediately powerbomb somebody. I was like, damn.
yeah, like I've always thought that SmackDowns are better than Raw. I don't know why. It's just SmackDown has so much more like story progression.
I've always, for me, it's like I've mixed. I've loved Raw forever. It's just like I feel like with the 3 hour shows, it's just like so like I don't know, like it just drags. I mean, it's gonna be different because I haven't gone to a live event in like 6 years, so. And I know all the
Yeah,
commercial breaks. I'll actually get to see what happens with the matches. So,
yeah. Last time,
but
believe it or not, I've never been to a televised show before.
damn, I
I've
went in
been to
2018.
I've been to 3 shows and they were house shows. They were at the Garden, but they were yeah, they were all just house shows.
Yeah, see, my thing with house shows is like they're fun. It's just like like there's only been one title change during a house show, I think, and it was like during the Attitude Era when I
Oh,
believe The Rock lost his belt
to who?
to Mankind. I think it was during like I don't even it might have been like a Super Bowl thing, but I don't even know. I watched that recently actually.
Well, it was funny because back then, well, actually they're bringing it back because we saw the Awesome Truth lose their belts, but back in the Attitude Era, people could just lose their belt at any point, anytime. Like it didn't matter.
I don't know. Yeah, Mankind won the belt on Raw. That was like insane. And there used
Yeah.
to be title matches like every main event back then used to be like a title match like at the end of Raw. Obviously this Raw was a title match, but usually it doesn't end with the title.
Yeah.
It's usually just like a regular match.
Hmm.
But yeah, we fucking I was actually pissed to see our Truth, lose that belt, especially to JD McDonough.
Hmm.
I
And then
my personal bias against that, but
there's obviously one gigantic elephant in the room that we got to talk about, and
what is
that's
that?
the Wyatt Six.
We do. And the funny thing is, Pat McAfee wasn't at that show, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably part of the story." I think he was supposed to be there, but he had like family like emergency, so
Yeah.
that like I think it was like what was it, a fucking box of records or something?
Yeah.
I
It,
don't
it
even
was a
remember, but
it was a tape, like a cassette tape type thing, and he was like
yeah,
interviewing himself.
yeah, that was honestly like, crazy. The only thing I've had, and I don't know if you're gonna agree with this, is we had all this build up for this, and I feel like the segments have been like so like short. Like obviously, like 2 weeks ago it was like the end of Raw. I think it was like 10 minutes or something, and then we had that interview. Like I feel like it's going to increase, but like so far it's just been like short sessions. So I'm hoping it like starts to pick up.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool when they get their first promo in the ring. Because
But I
obviously,
guess you
didn't we
keep
see
going.
we saw Chad Gable in the ring? Remember when she like crawled through and stuff?
Yeah, I
So
definitely think. I guess to keep on this, who do you think's gonna be the first like actual target they go after? Because we obviously saw Chad Gable as one.
mhm.
So far, it's been people that have turned on,
Yeah.
people.
So I think it's gonna be Braun Strowman, personally, because
Yeah, I,
obviously, he was a part of the Wyatt family, and he's not really doing anything right now. So I'm pretty sure, because he turned his back on the Wyatt family, and remember back in 2020 he fought Bray Wyatt. So
I do remember that.
I think it's gonna be Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I don't see anybody like they obviously went after Chad Gable. I think that was like a once. I don't really think that's gonna go anywhere. I'm just curious when they're gonna get their first like actual promo and shit like that. Maybe tomorrow. I
Well,
don't
you're
really
probably gonna
know,
see them
but
tomorrow. The lights are all gonna go out, and you're gonna get kidnapped.
I'll probably definitely see that.
Yeah, that's gonna be
But
crazy.
they never announce it, obviously, so it could be during like literally any of the matches.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping I see CM Punk tomorrow. That's gonna be sick if he comes out, but
yeah, that would be crazy.
um, because that's just like I when I watched wrestling back then, obviously I didn't go to any of those shows, so it'd be pretty sick to see him like currently.
Yeah, bro, CM Punk was
But
like my hero growing up.
I know it's just insane with the fucking. He's just old, so fucking.
Yeah,
That I know that Drew McIntyre, like when they actually have that match, it's gonna be fucking fantastic. Just
I
like
think SummerSlam. Bro, you know what we should do? Like, realistically, we should go to Cleveland and go to SummerSlam.
Bro, oh god. Bro, no, what's funny is I actually took work off too, so I don't even have to work. I have to work Money in the Bank, which is frustrating, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
I sacrifice. I'd rather watch SummerSlam. I think that SummerSlam is going to be the Roman return. He's supposed to be on the SmackDown before, but I don't. I don't think he's going to be at the SmackDown before.
Mm-hmm.
I think because I don't think they're going to announce his return. I think he'll come back kind of like he did 4 years ago, but as a face.
Yeah.
All
I
that,
think,
which they were talking about Solo versus Cody, I think it is. So it'd be interesting to see Roman come back and just like literally like take out Cody, take out Solo. I think it'd be like a sick dynamic.
like, do you think Roman's going to be an anti-hero? Like, do you think he's not going to have any friends? Like, he's just going to be his own thing?
Probably. Um, Obviously, I think we'll have Jay. Obviously, the Usos back together. I think they'll side with Roman because Solo and that group power bombed Paul. So kind of
Yeah.
anyone's game. I even heard jokes obviously, but imagine if Heyman brought back the Power Three and it's Punk, Lesnar, and Roman. That'd be like unstoppable.
That'd be crazy. Oh my god. Do you think there's a
That's
chance that you think there's a chance we get Cody versus Roman one more time?
I
Before
honestly don't know. I don't think so.
before they, because I think they're going to team up eventually.
Possibly, but I don't think so. Just with everything going on, I think Roman will just be more on Solo and destroying the new bloodline that's made. So one thing I'm waiting is for those Usos to reunite, and I know that's happening like very soon. So
Bro,
hoping
like
it happens within like next couple weeks.
it's going to be very, very, very soon. Like, very soon.
Yeah, the
Dude,
place is gonna like
oh my
erupt, whichever
god, I
building it's
can't
in.
wait, bro. I actually cannot. Like, I'm at, like, their new theme song is probably going to be crazy. Like,
I
everything is going to
know,
be crazy. And I
bro. I
don't even
was like,
care. Like, they need to win the tag team championships because the tag team division is so mid right
oh,
now.
tag team division is so terrible.
It's so bad. Like, right now, what are your champions? You have Finn Balor and JD McDonough, and then you have A-Town Down Under. Like, I don't think they've even defended the
Honestly,
title.
if I'm being honest, I think Finn Balor and or JD McDonough will end up losing to that new, well, not new, but I think they'll lose to the Creed brothers with Shaggy.
Yeah.
That will be very interesting.
I think one of them is going to be A-Town Down Under. They're probably going to lose their belt to the new bloodline at some point.
Tag teams, that tag team's just. I think they're gonna split up anyways, but
Yeah. Do
yeah,
you
I
think
think what you said, they should give it to the Bloodline people.
I think it's gonna be the bloodline. They're gonna take that, and then they're probably gonna take another belt, and then they're gonna like try to build a huge empire again.
It's just like I cannot take that group serious with Solo. It's just like
Mhm.
I do think they're gonna win the tag team belts. I just don't know what other belts.
Yeah,
Um, Definitely the tag team though, because that division is just terrible. And
I think to kind of to switch the topic a little bit, talking about belts. There's we haven't been able to talk about this yet because we haven't been back, but we lost Ricochet, and I think that needs to be
yeah, I
addressed.
know that. I know. I was actually gonna mention it earlier when I said high flyers, but man, I'm gonna miss that guy. His promo work, just like he needed like a lot of help with his promos, but like everything else is like insane with that guy. But
Yeah,
I know I have my autograph too upstairs. It's like when I saw that report come out, I'm like, that actually hurts.
I know. I love Ricochet. In like he was definitely the best high flyer. And what we were saying earlier, they like did him so dirty the way they like,
Oh yeah,
him
I
getting
know. They
assaulted by Braun
just
Breaker.
yeah, that was just like it's almost like a screw you type of move, but I don't
Yeah,
know. Um, fucking, and he just won that new title too, which I know it doesn't mean much, but like it's
yeah, the
crazy. It
Speed
happened like
Championship.
a couple weeks. He made that announcement like a couple weeks after he won that. He'll probably end up in TNA.
Hmm.
There were reports that, or there was just people tweeting out reports that he might like come back to WWE just as a different like gimmick. I forget the name of the other gimmick he had, but
It was like the what something Puma, wasn't it?
yeah. Oh shoot, I don't. It is Puma. Fuck, I don't remember what it is, but
Yeah, I forget what it
man,
was.
man, if they had a lightweight title, like that would be like they used to, and that fucking that title would have cooked.
Yeah,
But I
and
just don't feel like there's enough like high flyers like there used to be that would like be worth of that title. So
yeah,
that was
hmm
unfortunate. But um, obviously too, Samantha. I think she's said she's staying already. But who'd we lose? Was it Kayla Braxton? She
yeah. She's leaving
left
too.
after Friday's show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I saw after
she's
the show, Cody took her out and they had like a moment in the ring for her. But
yeah.
um, which that's another thing too. Tomorrow I'll be able to. They usually have like an extra match after the show. So
No, they do that
um,
on SmackDowns.
do they? Oh, I didn't even
It's
know that.
because Raw's
Oh yeah,
3 hours,
Raw's longer.
SmackDown's 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But kind of moving gears there. I think. Guess we can talk about actually. We do. We mentioned it slightly earlier, but do we think Dominic's gonna end up, falling for the temptations, or you think it's just like a? I personally think it was a plan from Finn Balor so he could, grab some titles again.
Yeah.
And now tomorrow is gonna be interesting because they each have matches, Liv and Dom. Dom obviously facing Ray again,
The deadbeat.
um, which I
Hmm.
feel like Dominic will win that match tomorrow. I just have that odd feeling,
I think
but
I think Dominic is gonna fall in love with Liv. I think they're gonna fall in love, and then Rhea Ripley's gonna come back and like cause World War III on like everything. I
I
think.
know, is she out because of an injury or is it like something else?
Well, she just got married yesterday, like 2 days ago.
I did see that.
I think I don't know if she actually got injured or because of her marriage. I'm actually not sure.
Probably because I was trying to think because they obviously pulled her out because it was kind of perfect because then they immediately started the storyline. But I
Yeah,
was like, I don't think she's in. She's on like that list of wrestlers, but I think that was just because there's a lot of them out right now. But
hmm
I don't think it was for Seth Rollins' return. Actually shocked me. I had no idea that he was coming back.
I'm so happy he's back though. I'm like, so you're gonna see him tomorrow night too. You're so lucky.
Yeah, it's gonna probably be another promo because that's usually what it is. But
Yeah,
hopefully, I get to yeet tomorrow, sing Seth Rollins' song. I'm looking forward to it. But
yeah.
Jay, I don't even think Jay was on last Raw, so I think he'll be on this Raw.
Hopefully, it
Actually,
is the one.
usually this is the Raw that they have. Obviously, all the members aren't even in it, but usually they have like a promo, like where each of them will like come out and start like talking shit. But
Yeah,
they might just save that for SmackDown. Usually there's like a promo between like the six people in it, but
yeah.
um, what
But
else is there?
I think that's everything regarding WWE.
I guess yeah, we can you know switch up the topics here. We can take a couple minutes on the we had UFC 303 last night, which should have been Connor versus Chandler in the main event, but obviously we got Alex versus Jury. There was another fight I did want to talk before that. Let me bring it up. There was a guy, Dan Ige, who this fighter Diego Lopez was supposed to fight someone else. I forget the guy's name, but the opponent had like a fever like 3 or 4 hours before, and this dude Dan Ige stepped up. He texted the dude, "I literally live around the corner. I'll just pull up right now." And he only
Mhm.
lost by a 29-28 decision. So I was like, that's like that match was really, or that fight was really good. I was like, damn, this motherfucker just showed up.
Yeah,
It's like, fucking,
I
you,
didn't see that fight, but I did see Pereira.
yeah, the prayer that was fucking, that dude is fucking unstoppable. I swear.
Mhm.
Now
And-
I was expecting a way better fight out of Jury, but he was fighting too unprotected, and you just can't do that against Prayer. It's just not gonna work at all.
Yeah.
Obviously, Prayer fucking landed that. I think it was like a right hook at the end of that. Well, end of round one, he like fucking already knocked him down, and then fucking 5 seconds in round two, he hits him with a fucking kick to the head. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That kick fucking sounded hard. It took his ponytail off too. I was like, damn.
And then earlier today, you sent me that picture about you want to see Alex Pereira versus Johnny Bones Jones.
I know I do. It's been a match that, well, after that fight last night, it's being brought up a lot because
Hmm.
fucking obviously Prayer has been one of the hottest fighters right now. I mean, he had a broken toe. He literally popped it back into place after
Yeah, I
that
saw that.
knockout too. So, which
Yeah.
Connor missed because of broken toe. That was kind of, I don't know when that fight's gonna happen, but I don't know. But
Yeah.
back on a Pereira versus Jones, if I don't even know who, that would be like one of the hottest, actually probably one of the greatest fights like ever. It'd be up there for one of like the fucking greatest fights ever.
Yeah.
You got one of the hottest fighters right now in Alex Pereira. We haven't seen John Jones in a while, but it'd still be like one of the fucking hottest matches we've had. So
And obviously, for anyone who's watching who doesn't know about John Jones, he is widely regarded as pound for pound the greatest UFC fighter to ever live,
yeah,
MMA fighter
Dana
to ever
White,
live.
fucking yeah, Dana White, like a reporter. He was like fighting with someone yesterday about it because I don't
Yeah.
know. Fucking, he
I mean,
loves John Jones.
John Jones is obviously incredible, but Alex Pereira is on a whole nother level right now.
It's just like that. I don't even know. Like I was talking to one of my friends. I was like, I don't know who would win that. To be honest, I like really don't. Because I feel like
During
if I don't know.
during the press conferences, though, like Alex Pereira is like so intimidating during the press conferences.
Yeah,
He's like terrifying.
I know it. And then you'll see him after, and it'll be like the chillest. Like he'll be like
Yeah,
driving cars down the street, just like
I know.
Actually, he was popping fucking. I think he was doing Zins after the fight last night too.
Oh
I
my
was like, this
god.
dude's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
And for a guy that like barely speaks English, he's probably one of the fucking most like humble fighters too.
yeah, he's awesome.
Obviously, John Jones' history is fucking all over the place, but if you're
Yeah,
asking me right now, I think Alex Pereira would take that just because we haven't seen Jones in a long. I think he was supposed to fight a little while back, but he injured his shoulder. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if it were to, it'd be like that would make so much money. So I think Dana White's going to try and push that to happen.
yeah, I think he will too. That'll be a great fight.
It just like I pay all the money to fucking see that in person because I don't even know what would happen, to be honest. You're putting like the greatest pound for pound fighter against like one of the hottest guys on the market right now. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
um, guess that's a little bit on UFC. I'm just waiting for Connor's return, honestly. Supposed to be
Yeah.
last night. We were supposed to be talking about that, but I think he'll come back. They said soon. I'm hoping it's during. They're fighting the Vegas that like uh sphere they have. They're having a match or having. I think it's UFC 306 is at the sphere.
Wait,
So that'd
is
be
that the
pretty sick
one?
if he fought there.
Isn't UFC 305? Isn't that when Izzy's making his return?
305. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, that's against Drew or DDP, I should say. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's 305. They announced. I don't actually. I don't. Yeah, I think it's announced. Like
Yeah.
I always see these reports, and fucking I don't even know what to believe anymore. Cause and actually no, it was announced. I do remember Dana White. Yeah, I think it is 305.
Yeah.
Which that match is gonna cook, and then Sean Strickland's obviously waiting for his rematch. Even though people they threw him in there with Costi, fucking Costi was running from him the whole time. So
Yeah.
honestly, I think the next one in line would probably, but like after is the DDP. Honestly, it would probably be Sean Strickland. I know they were talking about him facing. I don't see. There was a fighter the other day that like mentioned him, but I don't know. He's actually in the corner of one of the fighters last night too.
Do you see that Shinsuke was there last night?
Yeah, what's his face was there. Missoula was there too. Celtics head coach. And for
Mhm.
anyone that doesn't know, we are still celebrating that championship over in Boston. So
We're never gonna stop celebrating that championship.
yeah, until next season. But
Yeah. I'm calling it now. We're going back to back. Right
we
now,
should go back to
we're going
back if
back
we
to
grab a
back.
center.
If you
All
can
we need
see
is
up
a
here,
center, and that's about it.
I'm putting it up right there. You can see my cardboard cutout of Jason Tatum.
I saw
Yeah.
that the other day at the store, but they weren't selling. It was just fucking the
Hmm.
display one. But
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yep.
But we covered WWE pretty much everything. UFC short talk. We'll probably obviously UFC is kind of different because for anyone that's wondering, we're kind of switching up topics. We're gonna talk about all different kinds of stuff, whether it's UFC. UFC has the pay-per-views like every like month, so we'll probably talk
Mhm.
slightly on WWE's. Obviously, we'll still want to keep up on that.
Yeah.
We're planning on slowing down on interviews, probably not doing any at all, but we definitely want to collab with people. Whether I do have a couple people that reached out who want to collab with us. Obviously, we got the other people, but yeah, it's kind of it. Changed up plans a little bit, but it felt good to be back tonight.
Yeah. It did feel good to be back. But the last thing that we want to talk about, there's one last thing I just want to say is that some big moves did happen in the NBA. If you want to talk about it really fast, some really big moves today.
Is it the? I did see the CP3. Actually, the CP3 to the Spurs, but also we do got Mr. Clay Thompson floating around. He's not returning back to Golden State. Well,
Yeah.
doesn't sound like he's returning back at all.
Yeah. I think he's gonna end up in Orlando.
Honestly, I don't. Now he's meeting. Who's he meeting with? I saw it earlier. I think it's Mavs Clip, or he's meeting. I think LeBron literally called him right
Yeah,
when
he
free
did.
agency opened. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could
And
see him going to the Lakers, but I don't know.
if you didn't see, there's also Paul George is floating around too. He's probably
There's
gonna.
a couple of them.
I think he's gonna end up in the Warriors. Paul George and James Harden just signed a new massive deal
I did see
with the
that.
Clippers. 2 years, $70 million. That is,
The embarrassing part with the Clippers is they to even get Paul George on the team costed them like their entire draft for the next like 8 years. So
I
for
know.
him to just walk away is like brutal. I was looking at it earlier. They traded away like I think it was like 5 or 6 first-round picks just for one guy.
Yeah,
And I think what's his face was on that too.
yeah,
Was
Shea
it
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shy? Yeah. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's
God
insane.
damn, they got
Yeah,
robbed.
that's insane. And obviously, I think the biggest topic about it going around is Bronny James going to the Lakers. That's kind of been the biggest, news line for the past week now. Um, Personally, what do I feel about that? I don't think he's an NBA caliber player yet.
Um,
Truthfully,
I'm gonna agree with you. I just don't. Obviously, yeah, I think he played 6 games for USC, averaged like nothing, like 4 points, 4.8, I think it is.
hmm
He'll obviously be on the bench. I do think I think this will be LeBron's final year. People are already talking about it, but
Do you think
I
it's
don't.
his final year,
Bronny's, yeah.
or like,
If you're talking
or
to me, probably, yeah. I
do
just
you
don't know
think
what. I mean, he leads the league and actually leads the whole NBA in points. Has
Mhm.
4 titles. I don't know how many MVPs, but a lot.
Do you think he's gonna
Tons of
retire,
MVPs.
or do you think he's gonna go to a new team?
Possibly, probably retire. Because I think the last thing you want to do is play with Bronny. I don't think he's gonna wait for his other son. That's a little bit too. I think that's like 2 or 3 years old. So
Yeah,
I think once he plays with Bronny, I don't even know how. I'm like so interested in how this is gonna turn out, but because I just think it's a weird dynamic playing with your dad. I just feel like it's just I wouldn't want to do that. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I
And
don't know.
and then you have players like Tatum coming on and saying he wants to play with his son. So I don't know.
I mean,
It's a weird dynamic.
yeah. Well, there's definitely a lot of interesting moves going on in the NBA for sure, and this is just the beginning of it. Free agency is
Yeah, free
still
agency literally just started,
it's going rampant. We're probably going to see some
and
trades
there's still
going
a
on.
lot of big signs. I think we'll tomorrow within the next like week we'll see like new players and new teams. We'll
hmm
start talking about that too.
Yeah, and then
Next time we
obviously,
hop on the pod, hopefully we have some new signings to talk about and stuff like that.
and pretty soon coming up, we have the NFL training camps coming up very soon.
Yeah, we do, and we're starting to see all the contracts get made of the quarterbacks from that 2020 class. Trevor Lawrence got paid like a crap ton.
Do you
CMC
want?
signed an extension. There's like a bunch of them.
I can't believe didn't T Law didn't he get like 5 year like 275?
Yeah, it's something crazy. I think he's like the
That's
highest paid
insane.
QB right now.
That's
Yeah, I know.
insane.
It's just QB market's just gonna keep increasing because
hmm
I think what's his face has to sign too. I don't even think Joe Burrow is signed. His
Didn't he
contract's
get?
gonna be fucking massive.
I think Joe Burrow already got it.
Did he? I
Yeah,
know Trevor
I'm pretty.
Lawrence leads the NFL QB. Actually, that might be Mahomes. No, Mahomes took a pay cut.
Joe Burrow got the same thing, 5 year 275.
Okay, yeah, so they just matched. I think Joe Burrow is way better than Trevor Lawrence, but
Yeah,
I
I
saw
think
that. I
the
was like
highest paid.
shocked.
I think who is the highest paid right now? Oh,
It might be Mahomes, but I thought he took like a huge pay cut or something.
believe it or not, Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence are tied right now for the highest paid.
Okay, yeah, so it is because I did that. Patrick Mahomes took like a huge pay cut because they got to get, which that team just landed like one of the fastest receivers in the draft. So I don't know how we keep letting the Chiefs get this good, but
I don't know. I don't know. But
with
Mahomes is
these
obviously incredible.
yeah, bro. With these new changes to this podcast too, we have so much more to talk about because we got sports implemented, we got wrestling, we just got everything. So I think it was a very good decision.
Yeah. Well, we definitely gotta stay on top of everything. We have the NBA news, we have NFL news,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch. We don't have to switch much, but I'm just gonna have to add more stuff to the Instagram bio and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I'll probably start working on that tonight. But um,
Hmm.
we covered almost everything. So um, once again, it was good to be back. Hope
Hmm.
everyone enjoyed this. We kind of brought everything into it. Mainly talked about WWE, but small glimpses of NFL, NBA. So this what obviously videos it might be shorter or longer depending on what we talk about. So definitely looking forward to the future with this.
Yep. Me too. Definitely.
All right, so thank you everyone who watched, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Yep. See
Peace
you
out,
guys.
everybody.